Hey Jeff, Brandy Fugate with the Keller Williams private label team here at 1604 South Cypress. And I actually just showed this house a couple of days ago, so I'm very familiar with it. This is a great neighborhood. We are off of 81st and Mingo-ish, Mingo and Garnetish. Garnetish. And hi, Brandy Fugate, Keller Williams private label team here, shooting a tour of 1604 South Cypress Avenue. I actually just showed this house a couple of days ago, so I'm pretty familiar with it. This is a really great neighborhood. It's between 81st and 91st off of Garnet. Nice, clean neighborhood. Everyone's taking good care of their properties. No broken down cars or anything crazy like that. You can tell that the siding has been replaced recently, and it's also been painted recently. It's in really great shape. The brick is also in really great shape. I'm going to zoom in as much as I can up top. A little bit of wood rot where the shingles retain moisture and are touching that wood, so it rots just a little bit, but it's nothing major. It's nothing that I would run out to even replace right away. But what would be smart is to have a trim piece that goes here that can be replaceable, that doesn't damage all of the siding behind it. The trim piece is a lot easier to replace than all of the siding. But it's a pretty house. The brick is in really great shape. It's got this cute little patio in front. I'll show you the side. We have gutters. I want to show you, we are missing an end cap or perhaps a downspout. Yeah, it's a downspout that we need there. So it's just dripping there. If I remember right, I think this is an as-is sale. It is priced cheaper than the others in the neighborhood, but it's because it needs a little bit of stuff here and there to make repairs, and this is one of the items that you'd be inheriting. It does need a downspout. Again, the rest of the house, though, as far as the exterior, is in really great shape. I'm not seeing any spalding on the chimney, not seeing any cracks or anything major in the brick or the mortar. The roof appears to be in really good shape. You've got a couple of really nice large trees in the front, giving you shade but not hanging over the roof line. Well, maybe just a little bit hanging off the roof line, but not much. So let's go inside and take a look. Oh, by the way, I do want to point out to you, we do have some cracks in the sidewalks and in the driveway. It may be a little bit of a trip hazard, so I would just say that's a little bit of a safety concern. However, I want to point out that movement in concrete in your driveways and your garage slab and your sidewalks are not indicative of settlement or structural issues with the house itself, as those are poured separately and not with the same consistency and not with rebar, etc. So just because you see this doesn't necessarily mean that the house needs piering or anything drastic like that. You do have a downspout here and then another over there. And then you've just got, different elevation where probably these tree limbs have started to come up underneath and just lifted this piece here. That's a little higher up, which is not abnormal. As a matter of fact, I think if I zoomed in on the others, they probably have the same unless they've replaced theirs recently. All right, let's open the key box and go inside. All right, walking inside, you've got maybe a 10 by 4 section of ceramic tile. You've got a crack there. The crack could be indicative of settlement. We'll come back to that. And then we have a laminate wood look flooring throughout. And you've got super high ceilings here, and that goes to the upstairs. So it's a pretty grand entrance with your soaring ceilings. So this back wall here is painted a burgundy. The rest of the walls are a white. You've got a wood burning fireplace, and it does have a gas starter, which is convenient. So your fireplace has this huge wall of windows pretty. It's really pretty. Okay, as far as size on the living room, let me just start to where the tile ends, which would be your actual usable living space. It's about 16 feet wide by, and I'm gonna go just past those chairs. I'd say about 16 by 17. Let me take another view. And that's just this section here, about 16 by 17. I'll get to the upstairs later. That's where things start to get a little less cosmetically updated. Okay, so again, 16 by 17 for that little section there for the living room. Then you've got kind of a landing here. I'm not gonna count that. That's pretty well gonna be your walkway. And then that brings us to your living room. It's a pretty living room. I'm sure once the blinds are open, you get tons of natural sunlight. Again, the laminate wood look floor. So trim, you can kind of see our trim is natural wood brown here. And then we changed to white in the living room. I'm sorry, in the dining room. And then it looks like they'd had a door here at one time, but they've removed it. This goes into the kitchen. So this is where it starts to get a little dicey. So again, it's an as-is sale. So it's gonna have some issues here and there. I don't know why this 2x4. Yeah, I do. I think they had a gate there, maybe. Not sure. But anyway, the cabinets. So for example, this section looks okay as far as condition. As far as usability, it's just super worn. It really needs to be sanded and restained. But then there's some others that are not so good. And again, hence the as is. So sink and dishwasher here, stove and fridge and microwave there. There's just, I don't know if you can tell, but there's just a lot of grease here over where someone has cooked for years and years, and just, they've not really done anything to maintain their wood cabinetry. There is a nice pantry here that's under the stairs. Let's see if we can get some light. So it goes all the way back under the stairs. That would be great storage. Got an ironing board. I don't know why you would iron in the kitchen, but hey, if you wanted to, you could. The floor is a 12 by 12 ceramic tile. And as indicative of 1980s and 1990s houses, it has this drop ceiling with fluorescent lighting behind it. I don't know if I've told you or not, but I flip houses, and that's one of the first things I do. I take out popcorn ceilings and I take out drop ceilings just because they date properties. There's nothing functionally that that's affecting the livability of the house, but it's just dated. Okay, then you've got this second living space here. If I can find the light. Nope, find the fan. Anyway, you've got this second living space here off of the kitchen, and this is about 20 feet by 12-ish. So you've got a pretty good room here, and it is separate from the hallway, which goes back to the living room. So that could be a formal, this could be more of a casual den slash TV room. While we're downstairs, let's go ahead and check out the laundry room and the garage. So the laundry room does have a sink. I love that. It's got really great storage. Remind me to check and see if the washer and dryer is included with the sale or not. I don't recall. Really has great storage. Let's take a look outside in the garage. Okay, I see here we've got some moisture damage. And when we go upstairs in a minute, I'm gonna show you the master bathtub, which is directly over that. And it's, well, the caulking around that tub is pretty bad. So I think that's probably where this moisture damage came from. I think they had a leak in the tub. here is furnace and water tank number 1. And these both look very new. Let's see if I can get a flash on. Much better. All right, this one, first of all, it's a Linux system, which is a fantastic system. I think that's a 2019 model. And our water tank here, I don't see a date on it, but I would guess it's probably around the same age. Super clean, no signs of corrosion or anything like that. It looks like they're both gas powered. You do have some overhead storage here, and you've got some hooks off of 2x4s on the walls to give you some storage. And you even have a ceiling fan out here. Here's our electrical panel, and that's going to be a GE panel, and it looks original. Okay, let's go to the half bath. So you've got a little corner sink here, wallpaper, popcorn ceiling, and the toilet. So we'll count squares. These are 12-inch squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 3. So it's a very small. You can fit, don't get me wrong, but you're not going to be spending a lot of time hanging out in this half bath. But as far as your guests are concerned, it'll do the job. All right, let's look upstairs. Okay, so the carpet is very, very worn. I mean, the camera is actually not showing how bad it looks. It's super worn, and it really needs a paint job. They have just white on the walls. Gosh, the camera is really not doing it justice. It severely needs new carpet, and it needs a paint job. But those are cosmetic issues, and for the price that you're getting this house for, you can afford to do that. Don't know how to get any of the lights on. So when you first come up the stairs, it's an interesting layout. You've got one hallway here, which is bedroom, bathroom, bedroom. And then just here at the top of the stairs is one more bedroom. And then bedroom number 4, and then there's the master. So let's just start back here in the corner. So this bedroom is probably 12 by 10, I guess. No, 12 by 12. Decent closet. Linen closet here. Bathroom. So it does have a tub with the surrounds. That's a tub shower combo. We're missing a cabinet door there. And as far as usable floor space, we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4.5 feet by 6 feet. So you've got about 24 square feet of usable floor space. Bedroom number 2. And this appears to be about the same, 12 by 12. Same size closet, but as you notice, there's no doors. And I noticed an extra set of doors inside the other closet we just looked at. So that's probably where those belong. So as far as paint goes, it's a vibrant turquoise color, and they've done a little mural here. maybe mix their colors there on the windowsill. So I don't know what your color preference is, but it's certainly vibrant. Looks like that's just tape on the edge of the door. Bedroom number 3. Now this is the smallest of the bedrooms. So I'm measuring this one up by about 11 by 9. And again, this carpet is really, really bad. And the paint is also really bad. All right, let's go across the hallway. This, I remember it, knock, knock. Yeah, this is the one that smells like urine really, really badly. It's knocks you off your feet. So I think I don't know what they have going on. I don't know if there's a cat that hangs out in this room or, I don't know what's going on in this room, but it just smells of urine really strong. So we'll keep that closed. Here's one of your thermostats. This is going to be a loud noise. There's our second furnace. And it was put in October 22nd of 2018. And this is the master. We've got some squeaky floors. That happens when we have 2-story homes. So what you would want to do is, although the carpet is in much better shape in this room than the rest, when you do get carpet, what you'll want to do is take a screwdriver and screw down those boards, those 4x8 sheets of plywood subfloor. Screw those down better, and that will eliminate a lot of the squeaks. So this is a really good size room. So it's about 16 wide, plus that little cutout area there, by about 16. So about 16 by 16. It's a really good size room. And this is over the garage. Again, could use some paint. Closet. And it goes back a ways. And master bath. So as far as usable square footage, what's that, about 3 by 8, so about 24 square feet of walk space. A nice big dual vanity sink. I love that. Toilet is recessed here behind the door. And the other closet here. Not quite as big as the other, but it does go back pretty far. Not bad. There is a wallpaper straight out of the 90s. Mauve tile, again, straight out of the 90s. To go right along with the pot print ceiling. Okay, I had mentioned the moisture damage I noticed down in the ceiling of the garage. I am 99.9% sure that the leak has come from this. Look at this caulking job. This is crazy. So obviously I'm not an inspector, and you will want to hire an inspector. However, I think the inspector will probably tell you that this all needs to be recaulked. And they may, who knows, you may have to rebuild the shower. I don't know. But it at minimum needs to be recaulked. All right, we'll take a look in the backyard. Got a glass door. you've got a neat extended patio, but it doesn't have a cover. So they've got a little bit of downspout there catching just over the door, but no cover, which would be nice because it gets hot. And this is the west side of the house, so in the evenings it's gonna be super warm out here if you're trying to use that grill. The yard is decent. I like that it slopes away from the house, so you don't have to worry about drainage, and that may be why they never bothered to put guttering up more than what they have, because there's a nice slope all the way away from the house. But it's pretty. I've already been around all the sides of the outside. It's raining on me, so I'm gonna go back in right now. But I really didn't see any concerns with the condition on the outside of the house. I would highly recommend that you get a home inspection if this is the one, if you decide to make an offer. The general home inspection's about, oh, it's based on square footage, but probably somewhere around $450 for this size of house. And I would be interested to find out from the inspector if, I don't know if my camera's gonna zoom in and get this or not, but there's some cracks. Again, that's a pressure point. It's where you've got all the load from the second story coming down on this beam. So it's not unnatural at all to have cracks in areas like that. However, I would be interested to have an inspector take a look at it just to confirm that my suspicions are correct and that they're just simply stress cracks and that they don't need any type of curing or foundation repair work. Overall, it's a good house. Like I said, they've got it priced below market value. So you could afford to put some money into fixing it up and not be overbuilding for the area. So for that purpose, I think it's a good buy.